Band in a Box 2008 is here with over 50 new features, including reel tracks, multi-styles, audio chord wizard enhancements, a medley maker, and much more. Here's an introduction to the exciting new features in Band in a Box 2008 with program creator and author Peter Gannon.
Hi, welcome to the Band in a Box 2008 demo. You're listening to a Reel Tracks demonstration, and I'll take you through some of the new features in Band in a Box 2008. But if you can listen to that pedal steel part, you're listening to Reel Tracks. You can see up on the top of the screen that the strings are lit up in green, and that means that these tracks are all MIDI, but this is strings. So let's listen to that pedal steel part. We turn them up a little bit. So that's one of the new features in Band in a Box is called Reel Tracks. As we added reel drums in version 2007, we've added some new ones called Reel Tracks, which give you a real pedal steel part. We've also added reel sax, which gives you a real tenor sax soloing part, and also real acoustic guitar, which gives you a real acoustic guitar chording part. But they'll play over any chord progression, as you can hear as he's about to do here. So we'll show you that and other features as we move along. To get the this effect heard on the pedal steel, what you'd need to do is choose Open and open up the file called equals C George P, and that's the name we've put for this song. The equal sign is a convention we use for Reel Tracks, and then this is the name of the file. When you load it up, you'll see that strings are lit up, and that means that they are a pedal steel track. To generate it, just set it to one chorus, and then just generate the tracks like that. As you do it, you'll see the generating Reel Tracks symbol on the screen, and then the part will play. Now make sure that you have a few things happening. Make sure that you have using DXI set to be true. The ideal tempo is around 85. Now we'll test out the reel sax. You can load in the reel sax demo, and to do saxophone, because it's a solo part, it doesn't come with a style, although this one happens to have real drums with it. That's nothing to do with real sax. So you would press the soloist button, and then you would find a soloist number 361, which is real sax. You might not see there at the bottom of your screen, and then we will press generate to generate a solo. And now you can hear the sax solo. So that sounds like a real sax, because it is actual real recordings of a sax player put together into solo for whatever chords you type. And it's on the soloist here, and you can turn it down and that sort of thing. And here's a demo of the acoustic guitar real pedal steel. So this is a stereo recording of real acoustic guitar soloing. And we've turned it up intentionally in this demo. So that's C George G. The audio chord wizard has been enhanced. This is version 3 of the audio chord wizard, and the main enhancement you can see is down here. Is you get a full chords window, and so you can see an entire lead sheet happening. So as with other versions, you play it by just playing on the screen here, and then you can mark this as bar 1 of the song, and then as it's playing you can tap bar lines by hitting F8 or the Enter key every time there's a bar. then you'll notice it's lining up. So now you see as we're doing this, now we can just click anywhere on the screen here and the song will play from this point. Now let's say we felt that this was a new part of the song here. So we can now put a part marker here, and that divides this into here. And if we had decided, for example, that this was the new part, it would start a new line here. So it would nicely divide our song into sections with lines between them, so that these are easily discernible sections of the song. And so this is very helpful to learn pop tunes in particular, and because you can just say, let's hear what this sounds like. And say, well, that's a new section, so we'll put it like that. And all of the features that were in the previous audio chord wizard are up here. You can move bar lines around, etc. And when you do, let's say you were here, and then you hit a new bar line, you'll notice that it recalculates all the bar lines for you. They turn gray very briefly, the chords, as it's calculating the music. But you can also use you can use the scroll bar to scroll through the song and that sort of thing. And we're using quite a small resolution screen here, 800 by 600, but you probably have a higher resolution than that, and you're going to see a whole lot of bars per screen, typically the whole song, and you can get more bars per screen like this, and you can zoom in out of the top layer here, and at the bottom of the screen you can change the height of the chords and the number of bars you want per row. You could have 6 bars per row or 8 bars per row, that sort of thing. And so it's configurable in that way. Another major feature in Band in a Box 2008 is the ability to have multi-styles. If you notice, there's a plus at the end of that, and that's our naming convention for if a style has a multi-style in it. So now if you load this song, you'll see that it's got A, B, C, and D on it. And if we do this, the part markers, you see they cycle between A, B, C, and D. So what we have here is the A and B are normally the usual verse and chorus. C is what we call a pre-chorus or an intro type of sound, and D is something that you'd use in an interlude. So let me turn off the real drums for a second so we can hear it in the MIDI. Might be more noticeable to you, and we can just play the style, and these styles, any style that is a multi-style is going to play 4 different sub-styles. So here's your intro style. Let's turn it up a bit. Very useful for a country ballad because you get the pre-chorus intro, and now you get the first A section. Now we're going to have a third sub-style coming up at bar 17. And now section D will even be a different style. You can see this is used for the break. Now you can also set the sub-styles by just right-clicking and choosing the one that you want. But this is saying A, B, C, and D. And you can easily make your own sub-styles by going into the Style Maker and taking any style and saying that this particular style, will just add a multi-style to it, and all you need to do is specify another style name, and that will be tagged onto it. It'll be a multi-style, so you'll have A, B, C, and D. And so it's as easy as that to make a multi-style.